Lilium, ticker symbol LILM. It's now time for a full chart technical analysis video provided by Sensei, so you can have all the information that you need for the upcoming week. And now, on with the video.
Thank you, Martin. Yes, let's have a look at Lilium, ticker symbol LILM. I'm going to have a look at the chart for you guys. I'm going to have a look at how to strategize this stock best, any trade setups, areas I would be looking to buy, areas I'd be looking to offload, high risk, low risk areas, a full technical dive for you guys. So if you don't mind hitting the like button, that would be great. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the comments. So yeah, let's have a look at the chart. I have looked at this previously, and so far it's gone exactly as planned. But again, it's a volatile market, so whatever I say is not financial advice. So we go back to the IPO of Lilium. It was about $10 on the 23rd of November 2020, and like with IPOs, it's either IPOs normally go up straight away, especially all the IPOs that took place between 2020 and 2021, midway through there to the end of 2021. All the IPOs realistically went up in a straight line. No different with Lilium. So this is just a lesson to be put out there. Investing during IPOs is a risky game, and you can see why, especially with Lilium. It went up. Everyone thought they were making money. Went up about 50%. And then that was its all-time high, and we've not seen highs of that since. It went up 54%, 52% to a price of $15.54. And yes, and ever since then we have been in a terrible downtrend. It straight away came back to its IPO price of about $10, went sideways for a good, you can see it went sideways for 224 days, about that $10 mark, that IPO price, and then it collapsed once again. It collapsed very quickly, very fast, and the reason I'm telling you this can be an indicator of what happens in the future. So it's not just randomly we're looking at the past. There is a reason behind the madness. In about 150 days, we came down 80%. That was the downtrend, and then you can see my moving averages here. I call it the bull market support band. If you're above it, you're bullish. If you're below it, you're in a bear market. If you wanted to add this on your own charts, it's the 20 and 21 week moving averages. So the simple moving average at the 20 week, and the EMA at the 20 week. So yes, we as you can see, the moving average plays a very important part for me. You can see we were below it, we came back up, we tested it, it turned into resistance, and we continued our way down. We came back up, and all of this was very volatile at the time. You came down 30% when you treated the moving average as a resistance, and then you came straight back up about 30%, and you tested the moving average. You didn't go above it, you didn't change the direction. It was still a lower high, indicating you're continuing to go down, but there was money to be made. Once you test at resistance, you came down about 75%. So you have to respect the moving averages. You came down 75%, and what you did from that point is you went up 141% back to the moving average, and all that was, it was a wick. It looks like nothing, but it was significant during that week. A lot of people were getting very excited because you doubled your money in basically a couple of days. But all it was a liquidity spike, a short squeeze, something in the moment. You didn't change the direction of travel, you didn't change the trend, you tested the moving average, confirming you're still in a bear market. And what happened? It went straight back down in a matter of 5 weeks, 35 days. You came down 60%. You came to the same low. This is now why we have it as a trend line. You came to the same low, and that was your new low. It was a double bottom at around $2.26. That's why I've treated it as a line on my chart. And then what you did, you came back up to a moving average, you went up about 60%, and then you tested the moving averages again as resistance. You can see this moving average has played a part. You stayed below it, you've kept testing it, you kept confirming we're in a bear market, and when you tested it again, you then came down, guess, another 87%. 87% trend to the downside, and then the next time you actually broke above the moving average, and when you broke above the moving average, you went up another 100%. So that was a change of direction. However, unfortunately, Lilium didn't stay to the price and came back down another 64%. So basically, what you can see here, it's been a major downtrend all the way since the IPO pump. all the way downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. And the only difference now is you're oscillating above and below the moving averages. All it means is there's a significant move upcoming for the stock of Lilium. These two lines are converging. The trend lines, and there's one to the upside, one to the downside, they're converging. And what that means in technical base is that there's a big move coming up. And yes, we have finally broken out of this trend. You're finally back above the moving average. You've broken out. You've had these higher lows. So there is a change. There is an accumulation. There is lower highs and higher lows, meaning you're coming to an endpoint. When you come to these endpoints, there is significant volatility. And the good news is you've broken up to the upside. You've not broken to the downside. You've broken to the upside of the structure, indicating a bullish approach. You have the laws of trading, the laws of maths on your side when it comes to trading. You're back above the moving average, as you can see. You've broken out the structure. We can move to the daily chart now. Each candle now represents a day. You've done it beautifully. What's happened here is you've broken out. You've had your initial move up, 28% up. And what you've done, which I love to see, is you've come back and you've tested the structure. You've come back and you've made sure that this is a bullish breakout. You've not broken back into it. You've just tested the area of resistance. It's now turned into support and you're back on your way up. What do I think going forward for Lilium? Well, I do have price targets for Lilium, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing with my Lilium shares and how I'm trading it. What I did was I waited for it to come back for the retest, bought at around $1.05, 101. And I'm enjoying the ride. The next place, if you're not in the stock yet, the next place I'll be imagining I'm going to be buying, not indicating what you should be doing. Everyone's position is different. I don't give financial advice, but what I'm going to be doing is when it comes back down another 10%, which is pretty likely to do, I'll be buying again at 110. Oh, sorry, 110. 110. It's another significant move to the downside, about 10% move down. If we do come down to 110, I'll be buying again because you've coming back to turn resistance into support. And remember, this horizontal line indicates areas previously which people have traded and bought the stock. As you can see in December of 2022, when we came back and tested this area, we went up 29%. So something similar can happen. So we're coming back down to 110. If that happens, I'll be buying, and my target for this trade setup would be previous highs, which is about 141. So I'll show you exactly how my trade is going and how I'm going to be doing it. So it's going to be a long position. My stop loss could either be very tight or where my previous buy was at about $1. And my target will be this new high at around 141. So that's what I'm aiming for. 141 is when I'm going to start selling. You can also have a look at a few Fibonacci retracement tools to give you some other take profit areas. And the next one would be in line with another one of our trend lines. So I will draw that as my next take profit area. 180 to 186. So those are my two areas where I'm going to be looking to take profits. I'll draw that on for you guys, about there. So yeah, my target is firstly 141 and then 180 for the stock of Lilium. If it does break below, then I'm happy. I'm taking the risk. I've got my stop losses in place, so I'm not going to lose unlimited amount of money. If this whole stock collapses, bad earnings comes out, I have limit orders in place if I want to hold the stock long term, and they're around the 56 cent mark, and that's my long-term positions right now in this trade. I'm very happy to be holding on to my shares and adding to them at around 110. If we have a quick look at the indicators, the MACD, it shows that the trend is great. It is in the green. It's continuing to grow. The buyers are on our side. The only issue right now is we are fairly high in the RSI, but we're not overbought right now. We have no bearish divergence. We made a higher high, and the RSI made a higher high, so no bearish divergence on the daily. And we're in the bullish control zone. We're not overbought, but we're close to being overbought. But that's fine. That just means that the buyers are on our side and the momentum is with us. If you're a buyer, if you're a short of Lilium, then I'd be a bit wary. I don't see a short setup for Lilium at the moment. But yes, that's my thoughts on Lilium. I am quite bullish on it, and I do expect us to hit 180. Again, there are higher targets for Lilium, $2, and then we can start talking about the $5, $10. But I like to take it step by step. Once we have any new update on this, if you do leave me a comment and smash the like, then I'll come back on and give you my update on Lilium. But until next time, I'll pass it back to you, Martyn. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei. A great job as always. I hope you tap the subscribe button and you like this video, and it will share it out to more of your Lilium investors. And if you'd like further information and more information around our channel and Lilium, click above my head. Down below in the description, I'll also post more links that I think you'll find useful to the top of the comment section pinned. Over here, more information and latest news on Lilium down here as well. There you go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.